Welcome to Take It from the Ironwoman. My name is Susanne Müller, your host and the Ironwoman. This podcast is about empowering yourself and others to make real changes in the world. You will hear from everyday, smart, sophisticated, hip people like you and me. Not everybody has to be an Ironwoman to impress the world. Together, we will learn from the sports and business leaders how you can become a more successful person as an entrepreneur or a leader. It's one step at a time, one day at a time. Take your steps now. Take your big steps now. Join me on this journey to success. Take it from the Ironwoman. We go again to South Africa to Shona Macdonald. We spoke to Shona Macdonald before. She's known for her appearances on Survivor and Shark Tank South Africa, and she's the visionary founder of Thursdays. This is a zero-waste, proudly South African fashion brand, which is committed to reinvigorate the local underwear manufacturing subsector. We can learn so much from her. Thank you so much for giving us a glimpse into your activities. Tell us a little bit about your being a CEO and the swimwear. What can we learn from that? Everybody wants to be a CEO, it seems like, but how is that life?
Well, being a CEO is wonderful, I would say, but it's also a lot. You can't just stick to the one job role or the few job roles that you like. You've got to do it all. You can't make excuses. You've got to suck it up, and you've got to believe in yourself as well, because it's your ultimate responsibility that the company works and functions.
When you went to school for something and then you changed your career, how did that happen?
I studied a BCom entrepreneurship, and I wanted to actually open up an event management company. But my lecturer challenged me, and he's like, Shona, I see you as quite a social person. What do you do on the weekends? I really like to spend time with my friends. I like to go out. What if you had to miss a lot of those events due to work? Because a lot of the events happen on weekends and times when your friends and family are getting together. I wouldn't really like that, but I guess for work you'd have to sometimes. But if it had to be all the time, I actually would not enjoy that. You also seem very ambitious. How big do you want to grow? I want to be the biggest events company in South Africa. I want to have all the biggest events. And he said, okay, well, that's great. In South Africa, we've got BEE points, and a lot of the contracts for events work go to BEE companies to get points. It's an easier kind of company to hire as a supply chain to make sure that your supply chain is more diverse. Would you be happy not owning your company? Because in order to be level 1 BEE, you have to have 51% Black ownership. No, why would I want to not own my own company? I don't mind having business partners and stuff, but it has to be, to me, justified where somebody else has a majority share, especially if this is something I put together and built. I wouldn't be happy with that. He then also said to me, okay, it also seems like you want to create wealth for yourself. Why don't you look at a business structure that is not dependent on your input equaling your output all the time? With events, you often have to be physically present at the event, be doing all of the work. If you take a holiday for a month, you're probably not going to be earning an income for that month because you cannot be working. Why don't you look at a business model where it could be a product-based business model, for example, where you create something and that can grow even if you're not physically there or working on it, that you can outsourcing. This was all very, very good advice from my entrepreneurship lecturer. It's a good idea to solve a problem that you have yourself. I gave it some thought, and I could not find bras that fit me. And bra shopping was a miserable, depressing experience because I never fit into the options available. The ones that I did fit into were ugly. They were made for older, more boring women, in my opinion. That wasn't the woman's fault. It's just the fact that
the designer's fault.
Design. Yeah, and the impression is if you're over a teacup, sorry, you have no more style.
That's it.
Sorry, ladies. This is because for so long, the lingerie industry has actually been run by men, even to this day. Okay, I'm going to fix this. This is a problem that's literally quite close to my heart. I did some market research and I realized how many women had the same challenge as me.
Yes.
And that they also were feeling lesser about themselves because they didn't fit into a product. And that really irked me. I've got this like internal justice warrior. No, this isn't just. The women should feel amazing about themselves because they are. I set out to solve this problem. Interestingly enough, only this year did I fully comprehend that this problem that I'm trying to solve for everybody out there, saying like, you are beautiful and amazing as a woman, and I see it. I can literally see it. And I'm trying to help you feel that by creating a product that makes you feel held. But I didn't feel that about myself. I was projecting all of this to other women, trying to help everybody else, but I wasn't feeling that way about myself. I didn't feel worthy myself. I didn't feel beautiful myself. I didn't feel confident myself. And when I realized this, and it actually came from a breakup where I was really struggling to heal my heart, I realized that I had so much love to give and I just didn't know where to put my love because it didn't seem to fit anywhere. The realization was I had to put it inside and I had to love myself that same amount. And when I realized that, then I realized this is why I created Thursdays. Help women feel this way. I need to feel that way first. That needs to be a me thing. I went on this very internal process of self-love and just accepting myself exactly as I am today in this moment. Doesn't matter if I'm more curvy or if I'm not or whatever it is. I
You
love
are
myself.
beautiful.
Oh, thank you. But you know what's the most amazing thing is since I've been practicing this and just setting myself and looking at myself as a beautiful woman, looking at myself and saying, Shona, you are beautiful.
Mhm.
I have become more physically beautiful. People are more attracted to my energy and to my aura and to myself. I get so many compliments now because I am embodying that and I'm energetically putting it out. So much so that people are magnetically attracted to my energy and they can't help but say that and give me these compliments. What I've started saying back because the truth is that we are all mirrors of ourselves, of each
Yes,
other. So
exactly.
if you see something in me, it's because it's also in you. If you see beauty in me, or if you see courage in me, or if you see it, this, you would only be able to recognize it because it's in you. Same thing with if you get irritated. If someone is irritating you, look at yourself and see how you're showing up. Because it might not be in exactly the same way, but that theme is there. And this is the way of bringing it into your awareness and also how we grow.
Thank you for this revelation. And then how did you start to make or produce the bra or swimwear?
Goodness gracious me, that is the challenge. Okay.
Aha, okay.
There is a reason why bras are not made in South Africa. And that's because it's just a complicated product. There's 18 different processes to making a bra. It's a lot, and there's a lot that can go wrong as well because the fabrics are very delicate, not much room for error at all. Body shapes are very different as well. I asked ChatGPT how many bra sizes are there. Couldn't give me an answer. It said there's infinite bra sizes because our backs are one size and our breast volume is another size. And the two together can go in just a huge amount of ways. And you do obviously have a bell curve. You've got more common sizes. This is why the retailers stick to the common sizes. Actually, just very expensive to make for everybody. I learned to sew this year as well because I was so tired of, well, in fact, I learned to sew for a different reason. I learned to sew so I could make some outfits for my friends for Africa Burn. I realized, oh, this is a lot of fun. Then I tried making bra. I realized it's not that hard. I've just learned to sew and I've made a bra and it works. It's perfect. Well, it's not perfect, but it works and it's great. It looks cool. Like if I can do this and I have literally only just learned how to sew, anyone who can sew can make a bra. You just need a step-by-step guide. Do this, step one. Do this, step two. And just pay attention to what you're doing and you're good to go. I realized, okay, well, my mission has always been to revive underwear manufacturing subsector in South Africa. And that is what I'm going to do. So I've now found a training center in Cape Town who trains women how to sew and they train them in entrepreneurship skills as well. I found a factory, a specialist lingerie factory. And it's also in the process of closing. Most of our underwear manufacturing sector has closed. I found this one just in perfect time, and I'm ready to take over. I'm like, please, I want to manufacture bras. And her dad was one of the first people in South Africa to make a bra. This is the woman. I know. No, it's just amazing. It's such a beautiful story. She is selling me her business, and she's going to stay on for a year and help train new staff. And she's also run major factories. We used to have a booming underwear manufacturing sector in South Africa. She ran factories for the biggest underwear brands. She knows what it takes. And she's going to help me train the talent through this training center, how to make the basics. And then they will do a graduate program where they manufacture for us in the factory and operate as entrepreneurs. Now we'll have a much bigger pool of people who have the basics, and we can refine their skills, and we can get this skill back to the country. And the women are keen, hey? When I went there, I'm like, look, guys, we're going to be making bras. And what I'm wearing at the moment, it's this green and gold swimwear, activewear. I made this for the Rugby World Cup because South Africa won. Woohoo!
Yeah,
go Springboks! And I thought we got to celebrate. So let's make a green and gold collection, which will signify the start of this training relationship that we've got with this training center. They call Taking Care of Business. And I had this idea for the green and gold collection the weekend before the final. So we had 1 week in which to do this. So I went and I sourced the fabric. I got in touch with them. Hey guys, are you ready to go? This is what I want to do. Can I come over? I'd not met them before. Came there, sewed literally for 24 hours. I abducted their fashion lecturer and took him with me. Like, come home with me. We are going to finish this. Because we had the photo shoot the next day. We'd organized a photo shoot so that we could do a press release. And I had Josh, who's helping me with some content. He was creating some behind the scenes for my show, so I could show like whatever it takes. Both of them were abducted that day. And then we had the photo shoot and we got the press release out. I was just so happy. Essentially, we are bringing the skills back. There are a few CMTs. A CMT is called a cut, make, trim. It's a small factory that I've been working with, but their volumes are limited. Scale is limited. I reached out to one of the biggest manufacturers of underwear in South Africa. My bras are too complicated to make them. No, this is ridiculous. We're going to change this. Yeah, it's all happening. It's all in motion.
Wow.
And today I pitched for the money for it. I don't see how anyone else can win. Because if it's based on impact, I feel like reviving a subsector is very impactful. But you never know. Either way, I will raise the money and I will buy this factory.
And you will, with your determination, survival skills, Shark Tank mindset, never giving up, you will. We are with you. We root for you, and you can do this. Woohoo! Yeah.
We can all do anything if you believe in yourself. And this is something that I also realized in Survivor, is I have this pendulum even inside of that goes between radical self-belief and crushing self-doubt. I'm a bit of an extremist, generally. Yeah, Shona, you can do this. Because I'm an Aries, I'm a starter, and it's there. Then when it comes down to it, I can be like, panic. Am I good enough? Can I do this? And I realize that it's only ever myself that stands in my way in the time that it doesn't work out. It's only ever my mind and myself getting in the way. Now that I've realized this and I've got a lot more self-awareness, I'm not going to get in my way anymore. If people are giving me feedback, I'm going to listen and I'm going to learn and I'm going to implement. And I'm going to believe in myself because I can do this. We are all creative beings and we can do whatever we set our minds to.
Fantastic. And you will. We're going to see you on the big billboards. Good luck with everything.
Well, I'll put you in touch with the other Shona Macdonald for sure.
Oh, cool. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the wisdom and great learning. Keep it going. Take it from the Ironwoman. We have episodes every Monday. We learn with people, we grow with people, and make sure to download or get the book, Take It from the Ironwoman, Global Business Coaching with Sports Parallels.